Wait. Now you shiny wine. What he says? Hey, shiny wine now. She want the shine. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Wait. This one is called the China wine. Wait, I will it. Oh Lord. Big up Monsieur. No, I have to control it. This one is called the shiny wine. Now watch me. I want everybody to do the shiny wine. When I say wing chong chung, we do a different move. So like this, what is it? She want the wine, chung, chong, wing, chong, wing. Then shiny wine. Ready for the shiny wine? What about Thaddeus? Give me shiny wine now. 1, 2. She want the wine, chong, wine, 1, wing. We shiny wine. Shiny wine. One more time. Give to me. She want the wine. 1, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, 1. Wait. I see you. I tell you. She want my tongue in her bottom. That she like my tongue in her. She want my tongue in her.
Where you come from? Why? You know we reppin' every island. Show me where you come from. You from the Dominican area. Why? If you know you West Indian, whether black or Indian, African, Portuguese, Chinese. Why you jump up as one? Drink out as one. Tear up every fact and everybody as one. Blame us as one. Sing it very proud now. Your bar so, grow so. Hey, boy, Grenada coming, Guyana coming, Jamaica coming. We is all one. Trinidad coming, Barbados coming, every island. Oh gosh, I want to see flags fly. I want you put them in the sky. Don't let this moment pass you by. Be back on the road. You know we reppin' every island. Show me where you come from. Show it to me area. Boy, if you know you West Indian, whether black or Indian, African, Portuguese, Chinese. I want you jump up as one. Drink out as one. Tear up every fact and everybody as one. Blame us as one. We sing it very proud now. You're born so, grow so. And if you're proud of where you come from, let me see you put your hand up. Show me. And if you're from the border island, let me see you put your hand up. Show me. Oh gosh, I want to see you flags fly. I want you put it in the sky. Don't let this moment pass.
With my sticky leg, turn it up, DJ. You ain't gotta tell no lie. I know you're in love with another guy, and I know that I treat you right. Calling up your phone every single night. I don't know what we went wrong, but you are the reason I write this song. You left me in a freaking blank, so right now I'm chilling with my sticky leg. I'm up in this club with my sticky leg. Chilling with my sticky leg. I think I'm in love with my sticky leg. Chilling with my sticky leg. I'm up in this club with my sticky leg. Chilling with my sticky leg. I think I'm in love. She was a good girl who just turned crazy. Who knew you would have been this crazy? Why you this or not, you don't like that. Expensive things, you don't like that. Every night it's a fight, I don't fight back. Cause you know my mama never raised me like that. Chilling with my sticky leg. I'm up in this club with my sticky leg. Chilling with my sticky leg. I think I'm in love with my sticky leg. Chilling with my sticky leg. I'm up in this club with my sticky leg. Chilling with my sticky leg. I think I'm in love. This is BRT weekend, yeah. Pop up with your champagne, yeah. When I say turn it up.
No. Don't look in me face when I come in on you. When I come in on you, show me what you can do, yeah. Can I get a wine just a little bit? Can I get a grind just a little bit? There's plenty girl in there and plenty vibes in there. Can I get a wine just a little bit? Can I get a grind?
guys, welcome. This is the Dominican Emz Show. We are playing some new music today. So right now you're listening to Feeling Away. We are going to play new music on new music, but just one more new track, and I'm going to introduce my gorgeous, my sexy, my beautiful guest.
There's plenty gal in there and plenty vibes in there. Show me what you're doing down there. Love what you're doing down there. Where are you walk it down there? I feel like coming down there. Show me what you're doing down there. Love what you're doing down there.
Fett on me rum, it's me fett on me rum. Me fett on me rum, it's me fett on me rum. It's rum I drinking. My friends are drinking. All day we lying. Say we not even. It's rum I drinking. My friends are drinking. All day we lying. Say we not even. Rum up me eye like astronauts. Have me sick like pandemic. I parading on the spot. Every bar I must visit. Rum in on me glass and rum in on me flask. Rum in on me glass and rum in on me flask. When you see me jumping up, see me waving, it's rum I drinking. My friends are drinking. All day we lying. Say we not even. It's rum I drinking. My friends are drinking. All day we lying. Say we not even. Fett on me rum is me fett on me rum. Fett on me rum is me fett on me rum. Me fett on me rum is me fett on me rum. We're ready for the road right now. Fett on me rum is me fett on me rum. Fett on me rum is me fett on me rum. Me fett on me rum is me fett on me rum. What we chanting, what we singing. I like the bacchanal, I like the gal and them. Give me all of them, cause the gal them on fire. When we come down it's beer problem. Tell all the gal them bring them friend. Party we don't want it to end. Somebody help me sing this rum I drinking. My friends are drinking. All day we lying. Say we not even. It's rum I drinking. My friends are drinking. All day we lying. Say we not even. Fett on me rum is me fett on me rum. Fett on me rum is me fett on me rum. Me fett on me rum is me fett on me rum. We're ready for the road right now. Fett on me rum is me fett on me rum. Fett on me rum is me fett on me rum. Me fett on me rum is me fett on me rum. What we chanting, what we singing, it's rum I drinking. My friends are drinking. All day we lying. Say we not even. It's rum I drinking.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Dominican Emz. Dominican Emz with you each and every Saturday between 2 and 4 p.m. I'm with my co-host. Come this way, Mr. Skillit.
What's going on, everybody?
Boy.
It's a Saturday, and I'm here with my sister, Dominican Emz. Wait.
We love them buttons in here. We love them buttons. So we have a couple of guests today. We have Bajan, Beauty, Luke. Love it. So we have Ms Desire, UK Groovy Soca Monarch of 2012.
Well, 2020 at the minute. 2020 at the minute. Oh, sorry.
Mademoiselle.
Yes, that's the one from Abbey Road Studios when we've done the live, well, the pre-record Notting Hill thing. You know when it was live and we done it online and it was public had to vote and things. So yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So 2012.
Yeah, I won 2012 and then.
That is amazing. So we are joined by the UK Groovy Soca Monarch of 2020 and 2012.
Yeah.
Correct me, because these titles are very long.
Yes.
They feel like an algebra exam.
I know, it's really, really hard. But currently we haven't had another monarch since 2020. So
You're the reigning
at the
monarch.
minute. Yeah.
And just to introduce, this is your brother.
This is my brother, guys. I don't know why he doesn't want to speak, but everybody, this is my brother. Goes by the visuals by that guy. He has his own company, Solar Flare. They do videography. They do photography. They do kind of everything. Like all my music, my Queen music video, he done the promo shoots for the new single that we're repping right now.
Let's make sure we cover that today. Luke, if you just say hi to the camera. This is Lukey Desire and Ms Desire.
Yes.
Brother and sister, just to be clear. And then we have Simba.
Hello.
In between being a gallus, he actually is.
Brad, I told him this alright, you know. Oh Oh God, don't do me that, Ems. Don't do me that. Don't do me that.
Cameron.
In between being a heartbreaker.
Hey. Oh, you come down from there, no? It's mad.
Simba,
Hello.
UK soca artist. You rep
Yes.
St. Vincent.
Yes.
You rep Antigua.
Yes.
You have a performing arts background.
Yes, I do. Yes.
You're very talented.
Thank you.
And your lace front looks so natural.
This natural. This natural. Come right from my mother. Right? It's natural things. I don't go packs. I don't need to go Shabba and packs to get frontal.
I went Alex.
I need to go packs. Oh no, yeah, Ali's a plug right now. I'm not gonna lie, AliExpress is the plug.
We have some amazing guests, and we're also going to be joined by Pahjo. Pahjo, it will be his second time on the show. These guys have all been working together, and Shaker HD doesn't call it a camp, but it's literally like, do you remember when you had like Erykah Badu, and then you had like, oh, what's his name? Yes, and you had like all these great people working together. Yeah, and you had D'Angelo. You had all these greats in one room.
So you're saying they're the soca version of that?
They're the soca UK version of that, because they rep their islands hard. The quality that is coming out, they all come with their own story, so they're all artists in their own right. But what they've been doing recently and collectively, and we've got some of your songs lined up for later, has been immense.
Thank you.
It's been amazing. So yeah, we're also going to be joined by Pahjo. Yeah. Okay, so let's do a little bit of housekeeping. So we've got Bèl Dyès Mas. We're going to be on the road for Notting Hill Carnival. I am your designer.
Hey.
Mazza.
Just a little unnecessary booty pop. But I design, I create the costumes. We also have a fellow designer here in Infinite Mas. But let's talk about Bèl Dyès right now. We'll talk about that for...
Plug, girl. Plug it in.
We're going to talk about for 2 milliseconds hairband. No, I'm just joking. She's been doing her thing, and I'm very proud, because it's a lot of work and people don't understand.
Yeah, they don't.
It's for the culture, it's not for the money.
Yes,
it's for the culture.
Love and for the culture.
Literally. So Bèl Dyès Mas is on the road for Notting Hill Carnival 2022. We are on the road with Fanatics. You can get your t-shirt packages. You can get your costumes designed by me. If you go on the website Bèl Dyès Mas, so BELDYESMAS.co.uk, then we have all those packages available. I'll put the links in the bio below. Also, we have Titan Fest as well. So we have got Hakeem and the guys have got the AAA stage. So we have the likes of Leah performing. It's going to be amazing. They've got like headline acts that by the likes of what's coming to the top? T-Pain.
Yeah.
T-Pain, and then you've got John B.
John B.
I'm pretty sure it's John B. Don't make me second guess myself, but they've got amazing acts. And you also have my friends at Socaholics who have their stage. They have a representation of Carnival and the Caribbean on their stage. We have our Pahjo, who is going to be here playing that festival the week before Carnival with Trini Boy Juicy, Hollywood HP. There's going to be international guests, DJs from across the land. And that's it. I'm very hot right now. I know it's hot like
It's hot in here.
Yeah. But it's vibes. You're sweating for vibes.
That's it.
That's fine. That's fine.
I love it.
Sweating for vibes.
Yeah, man.
But listen.
That's the name of the episode today, Sweating for Vibes.
So everyone, I like it. I like it, Mr. Marketing Don. The only person we haven't introduced is my co-host today.
Oh, you have. You introduced me earlier.
I'm going to introduce you properly.
Oh, so for those who don't know, my name is Ryan Skillit, rapper, performer, actor, presenter, podcaster, jack of all trades. But yet, only paid for one. No, I'm joking. It's good to always be in your show, Dominican Emz. Thank you for having me again.
I love you. Okay, so we've introduced everyone. Let's play a track. We have a new one by a fellow Bajan, kind of as beautiful as you, miss, Peter Ram, with Don't Leave Me. The new one, straight out of Barbados.
All of the man who got a woman in front, she been, she back and do what she want. She fuck up, she want to do all kind of stunt. It's shell, long time again. Comfortable girl, kick off your shoes. This part of this that is do what you want to do. But you say you're trigger than six, she can't do. Then you know that she ready for you. She's the wine, you want the money grind for me. The way out she walking and she waits for me. In the fact, she's the best company. No
honey. We bubbling together like two peas in a pan. You know, true that she bumper strong. Stick it in the corner when you push back, girl. I don't want you leave me, honey. I don't care if they got plenty girl in here. This is the only bumper I want. That in front of me right now. I was just passing through, but you make me forget my crew. Call you turn around and give me the front. No, I can do what I want. With the wine, you walk up and the brain for me. If you want you walking out your ways for me. In the fact, she's the best company now. I don't want you leave me, honey. We bubbling together like two peas in a pan. You know, true that she bumper strong. Stick it in the corner when you push back, girl. I don't want you leave me, honey. All of them man who got a woman in front, yeah, she bend, she back and do what she want. She tuck up, she foot to do all kind of stunt. It's shell, down, time again. Get comfortable, girl, kick off your shoe. This part of the set is do what you want to. Bitch, you tie up, she get and fix she here do. Then you know that she ready for you. She's the wine, you walk up and the brain for me. Let the way out, she walking out your ways for me. In the fact, she's the best company now. I don't want you leave me, honey. We bubbling together like two peas in a pan. You know, true that she bumper strong. Stick it in the corner when you push back, girl. I don't want you leave me, honey. There's none to compare. Okay. You like Marty?
Join me, Dominican
Emz. I can tear the bark off for you. You best friend can get pissed too. You like Marty? You like Marty? I can tear the bark off for you. You best friend can get pissed too. You like Marty? You like Marty? I can tear the bark off for you. She get well, I get well too. You back it up, but tell yourself that I saw. Do not make me call. She cock it up, I take it down. Put me in a lot, I push it on the ground. Rest assured by the end of the night, I can when you tackling, she can't like band. I can tear the bark off for you. You best friend can get pissed too. You like Marty? You like Marty? I can tear the bark off for you. You best friend can get pissed too. You like Marty? You like Marty? Round two, she back up. I got all she back, hard back up. She tell me she can handle it and even the best friend mash up. Sugar, spice, sweet and honey. And let me introduce her to my candy. When she meet he, she running. No man can tell me I come in. I can tear the bark off for you. You best friend can get pissed too. You like Marty? You like Marty? I can tear the bark off for you. You best friend can get pissed too. You like Marty? You like Marty? I can tear the back off of you. She get well, I get well too. You back it up, but tell yourself that I saw. Do not make me call.
Join me, Dominican Emz, each and every Saturday for the Dominican Emz Show, 2 to 4 p.m. right here on I Love UK. Playing a variety of music with a heavy dose of Caribbean music, international news, hot topics, interviews and lively debates. So make sure you listen to the Dominican Emz Show on I Love UK, changing the way you listen to radio.
No ifs, no ands, no buts, no maybes. I want you to get on like you're crazy. You had a long break, don't play, you're lazy. Wind that bumper, down to the ground, yeah. Wind that bumper, down to the ground, yeah. Wind that bumper, down to the ground, I tell you down to the ground, I tell you down to the ground. Sweet girl, you look so mesmerizing. The way you whine is so hypnotizing. You play bad and you play that you styling. I be behind you, bumping and grinding. You be explaining it fast like lightning. Be funny how you be exercising. Take a picture, take a snap. Don't put nothing to the pan down. Yeah, wind that bumper, down to the ground. Yeah, wind that bumper, down to the ground. Yeah, wind that bumper, down to the ground, I tell you down to the ground, I tell you down to the ground. Oh gosh, you really impress me. I hold on, but she like I ride in a jet ski. She giving me a run for my money. She pushed back and said, you feel that easy? I sure she with the old heads taught me. The girl swear she the back in the 90s. I call this judge, the old Betsy. She love a challenge and she bubble like a pet. Yeah, wind that bumper, down to the ground. Yeah, wind that bumper, down to the ground. Yeah, wind that bumper, down to the ground, I tell you down to the ground, I tell you down to the ground. Time. I want you to walk up on it, baby. I want you to cock up on it, baby. I want you to sit down on it, baby. No ifs, no ands, no buts, no maybes. I want you to get on like you're crazy. You had a long break, don't play, you're lazy. Wind that bumper, down to the ground. Yeah, wind that bumper, down to the ground. Yeah, wind that bumper, down to the ground, I tell you down to the ground, I tell you down.
So I've just seen Pahjo walk in the building. We have got our amazing guests today. So we have Ms Desire. We have Simba. And just joining us in the building is Guyanese. Pahjo. Nice to see you, Gaston. Wait, you asleep? Or you're on the mic. You're good. But come this way. All of you come this way.
He was sleeping.
So guys, welcome. This is the Dominican Emz Show with you each and every Saturday between 2 and 4 p.m. I'm joined by my co-host, Mr. Ryan.
Skillit.
Guys, introduce yourselves, please. I'm going to ask you just to come this way a little bit more. So
We gotta scoot.
I want to get all of the beauty and the wonder that is the Caribbean. Can we do a roundhouse? Where does everyone come from at the moment? But where does everyone come from in this room? Because this
Barbados.
is literally the Caribbean.
We are from Barbados. I was like, I can't say that everybody's from, but I'm from Barbados. Obviously, bigging out the 246 each and every time, you know.
I love
246.
784 St. Vincent and the Grenadines, as well as 268 Antigua and Barbuda, right there.
Yeah. 592 GT. Any guy needs just stand up. You know how we do it, yeah? The land of many waters. Yeah.
I feel you're trying to teeth my thing because I'm from Dominica, 767, the land of like many rivers. We've got 365 rivers.
No, well, we have more than 365 waterfalls.
I will camera.
I don't even want to tell you about the rivers.
Is it?
We gone into thousands.
I'll fight you.
Y'all have so much rivers, Victoria.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And we have a Trinidadian.
Yeah, so Trinidad Tobago, move on to Port of Spain, come down for some doubles and some aloo pie.
Wow.
I probably won't be there because I live in England.
And we have a surprise. The surprise gonna be here in about 10 minutes. I'm not telling you who it is.
Who's the surprise?
I'm not saying.
You're pregnant. That's the surprise.
Well, it shows. I'm about 4 months. Simbaarley is the father. You know. I didn't want to tell you Simba, but now you know.
Y'all like so much shit. Oh my god.
Wow. So you lot are amazing. So what is the secret? I don't really do well with secrets. What are we saying?
Well, he said 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But I lack patience.
Nah, that's all right. Let me carry on. Because when that individual reaches a different energy inside this room here.
Is it Tupac?
Is it? Did she? Wow.
So Emma has this thing where she's like obsessed with Tupac.
It's basically Tupac.
Yeah.
And can we also mention Luke before we start? It's your brother. Luke is your brother.
Yes.
Luke, if you just go to the mic, just
Come
tell us a
and say
little
hi.
bit about yourself. You've got a business. Tell us before we start talking to everybody. I want you to tell us who we are. Say hi to camera.
Yo.
Before you're on my life. Go on, talk.
Yo, my name's Luke. I'm a video director and photographer.
Where can people find you on the socials and that?
You can find me at Visuals by That Guy, and my company Official Solar Flare.
Ms Desire, Louise, afterwards, can you send me the details and I'll add it to the details at the bottom of the show?
Of course,
I only
darling.
take 10%
I'm actually looking at your water bottle. I'm jealous. I want one of them water bottles.
It is what it is. So what do you do exactly? You do videography. I'm sure you produce one of your sister's videos as well, no?
Yeah. I directed Queen.
Wow.
Yeah.
Big up your chest. Basically, guys, this is my
Talk
brother.
like you do the thing.
He don't know how to big up the chest, but yeah, this is my brother. He is a videographer, a photographer. He is like deep in all things that are visuals. So he done my Queen music video. Pretty much majority of the photo shoots that you've seen me do for like the last maybe 3-4 years has been him.
Wow.
He done all the photos for the promo stuff for the new single that we're rapping right now. So yeah, he's been about, you know. He's
Luke,
done
big up yourself, man. Big up yourself.
Shout out to Luke. Right.
Stop trying to be too modest with the thing. You're bad.
Let's shout out to their parents for doing a good job. Yeah, niceness. Okay, Ms Desire.
Hi guys. My
Louis.
God.
She's known as Louise.
Yes.
Sterling Jackman.
Wow. She went to the government files. But it's okay because people know my name. But yes, guys, hi. I'm Desire. I'm here. Been singing soca since 2008. Still here. Been here for a minute.
But you're a carnival baby. Okay, before we start, this is your first visit to the studio.
Yeah.
Let's introduce everybody. So, okay, basically, if you're a muumuu, you won't know who she is. But if you've got any sense in your head, you'll know who this girl is. So let's introduce her properly to people. So, baby, when did you start performing, singing?
So I've been to be fair, I've been performing since I was like 6 years old. I came up in the come-ups of doing like Dick and Dom in the Bungalow. Like those are the people that know TV. You know, like BBC One, CCTV, Channel 4, like those kind of little things.
Let's go back. So what did you do? How did you get into it?
I was in a performing arts school. So North London Performing Arts School. I was there. I was doing loads of tours. I was doing a lot of pantos and TV and stuff like that. I used to do.
Give us
more
a flavor.
singing.
Like what? Like what were you doing? Because this is so cool.
Like that's what I mean. Like Dick and Dom in the Bungalow. So all of those like Blue's Clues, you know those little shows that you used to see on TV. I was basically the token black girl for that.
Wow.
So I grew up in performing arts, kind of like you, Sam. So you know.
Yeah.
And then I was singing like R&B, gospel, a lot of gospel in church choir. And then when I was about 17, because I used to go, well, I still do, I went to Barbados every year for summer. And my family are very, very, they're like very much Christians. My uncles and now pastors. So it was very much church. But one year I got to go to Cobbler Pot and I saw Alison Hines perform. And I was like, yo, I didn't know, like, you know what, like I knew what soca music was, don't get me wrong. But up until that point, I don't feel like I never seen anyone perform it. I just used to hear it on the radio because everything was church and home. So when I actually went outside and saw Alison Hines, I was like, I need to be this. Like, what is this? And
where were you? Sorry, just to go back.
I was in Barbados at Cobbler Pot. I don't even think they have Cobbler Pot anymore. It was like a big show. It was where they had the kings and queens of the carnival, like with the costumes and stuff. And then they had the bands that will play after. So.
And baby, were you born here or born in Barbados?
I was born here. And I used to spend a majority of my time in Barbados. So my mom used to be like, we ain't got no play scheme money. You going to Barbados? Your play scheme money is tickets to Barbados for the whole of the summer holidays, basically.
Yeah.
So that was that. And so then, and then that year I was kind of like, I want to figure out how to do soca. And shout out to Blood, Andy Armstrong from Square One. I reached out to him, and at that point he had his whole camp of like just bringing up newbies, and he had given me a rhythm, and I wrote it, performed, like that was my first song, like 20.
Give us a flavor. What year was that?
2008, Carnival Love with Blood. That was so many.
I'm very intrigued. So give us a flavor. How old are you when that was all happening, and how old are you now? So we can
I'm 33 now. I'm 33, and that was probably like 18, 19.
Nice.
So long, like just like years. And then from then it was like it was a different game back then though. Like it wasn't you had it like. The only way I can describe it, and I ain't gonna offend nobody, I don't want to offend nobody, but back in the day, you had to work for it. Like, it wasn't you gonna put your little thing on social media and little stream it. You had to grind. You had to go to every fete. You had to go to anything that was happening. You had to find yourself there. You had to figure out. It wasn't a case of you look up someone's social media handle and you figure out who they are. Nah, you had to go through telephone book directory. Ask a question, go inside the studio. Like, it was a real hustle back then. Obviously now we have social, so it's a bit more easier, but back then it was like you had to really grind. You had to really grind, but it was fun. And you know what, I wouldn't take it away from anything, because grinding back then organically now is more like you know people firsthand because you networked. You know people. I feel like a lot of I don't want to say look, my brother's not really that. He's still a millennial, so I feel like maybe more Gen Z. Like the Gen Zs, I don't feel like Gen Zs know how to network the same way that us millennials will know how to do it. I don't think they're really in the same kind of social settings as how we would go out and talk to people and not be too scared. And you know, that kind of stuff. Like everybody wants to hide behind a message, but sometimes you had to pick up the phone and be in people's faces and ask questions. But I've been singing music for a long time. And I'm still here.
So, what is the song that you've got as your latest release?
So, if you know, you know. Now, the song is called If You Know, is with Kaylee. So, it's a collaboration between Kaylee and myself, produced by Shaker HD. And, you know, Sim Pahjo is on the rhythm, Sandeep is on the rhythm too. But it is like top tier. No lie. I'm not saying it just because it's us, but like it's literally top tier.
That's mainstream.
Caribbean is top tier stuff. Like
I've loved just like hearing like you talk a little bit about your story, and we're gonna touch on it a lot more as well because you're just nonchalantly like saying these things. You've grinded and you put in the work.
Oh, thank you.
BBC.
I just feel like it's been
Dick and Dom is like international UK
really?
TV.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was fun times though. Fun times.
But this is your story. And you've done like, you know, performing arts, you've done that. You mentioned Square One.
Yeah.
You mentioned Alison Hines.
Alison is my mentor to this day. Like
amazing.
Literally, I love Ali. She always puts me right.
It's a sidestep. Can we talk about the importance of a mentor in our career?
Yeah.
And how it also makes you want to impart that knowledge onto other people.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of times people don't understand what a mentor is. Like I feel like sometimes people just be like, oh, I'm gonna tell you what to do, but no. Having a mentor is like me and Ali will be on the phone for 2-3 hours at a time. We will be
Alison Hines, you know.
Yeah, we will be dissecting.
And Alison was born here and then she went to Barbados. So her journey and her story is similar to yours. And she's international VP recording artist again.
Yeah.
Journey.
So, yeah, and you know what? VP actually was my distribution for my second album actually. Big up VP Records, big up yourselves. But yeah, well done, baby. Thank you. But Ali is really good. Like she will sit down, she will listen to the song, she will give me a lot of business knowledge because obviously like music is a business and you have to figure out the business side. So a lot of stuff with split sheets and, you know, just royalties and all that kind of stuff.
I don't know, what is a split sheet?
So if you're doing a collaboration or if you're doing any type of writing in any kind of setting, you will have a split sheet. If me and Simbaarley was to sit down in a room today and we was gonna write something, we will get a split sheet and we will decide what the split will be between, because it's gonna be a co-written production or whatever it will be. So we will have to make sure that the split sheets. But a lot of people don't understand that. Like people don't understand split sheets. They don't understand royalties.
Very
they
important.
Don't understand
very important.
A lot of business. Like it's a lot.
Ryan, Mr. Skillit is an artist as well as.
Oh yeah, so you know when you said PRS, I was like, he knows the
Yeah,
thing.
no, definitely.
Yeah, he talking things
I was
there.
gonna ask you, because you had so many different influences growing up with singing and whatnot. What kind of, because obviously we all Caribbean people, so we all have that love for soca, love for calypso. But what was it about soca that really drew you into that to make that sure that's your kind of your full-time gig?
I think I liked soca more because it was a type of music that brought a certain type of atmosphere. It was fun. Like, don't get me wrong, I love singing gospel and I love singing R&B, but soca, it was like a euphoric joy. Like you cannot replace that. I say to people all the time, like if I was to not sing soca, the only other genre I would sing was gospel because it mimics the same kind of emotion that you can get. But like soca is fun.
Absolutely.
It's not just like, you can have so much fun with it. People can connect with it. It's just great times, you know what I mean? And because I sing too, I think that's why I gravitated to Ali, because Alison sings. And obviously I'm from Barbados. A lot of Barbados music is bashment, so because there's a lot of chanting. So when you do find the people that like sing, you'll be like, I won't be like her. So I had to big up people like Faith, Canada, that's our Barbados now, Nikita. Them girls that be singing, like soca songstress is my little field. That's why I sing a lot groovy.
Baby, can I ask you a question? It's kind of an obvious question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. What is it like being a female artist in the UK soca industry? And this is a safe space. I want you to say what you think. I want you to say what you mean.
Talk the things.
I want you to be real because remember, you want to represent for the ones coming up behind you to give them that step up. We're going to support them. Let's be real.
I mean, being a female artist in any industry is hard, point blank, period. So I have a lot of different things that I have to be up against. First of all, I'm a female. Second of all, I'm a dark-skinned female. There's a very difference between being a light-skinned and a dark-skinned female. And third of all, I sing soca, so it's like you got a triple threat going on there. But I mean, I think it's all about how you handle yourself, what your mindset is, and the people that you surround yourself with. If you are, there's a lot of times, like, don't get me wrong, I've been approached by numerous of people that be like, oh, I could give you a freebie if you do this or if you do that. Sexual favors are always the first thing if you're a female artist. But if you have the right people around you, they're really gonna, like, when people know that I just be roll deep with Allison and I know Andy and Edwin and all these people, they're not really gonna approach me on that kind of vibe, because they be like, oh, you know what, she's about her business. And then also, like, just not being scared to be like, well, no. Like, do you know what I mean? There's a lot of things. And then even when it comes to, like, payment, like in the UK, people don't really wanna pay. But the thing is that I don't know if I've got this reputation. I know I've heard loads of stories where people be like, oh, I can't afford Desire, and I'd be like, but y'all don't even know how much I charge. Like, you never even ask a question, but you assume that you can afford me because you understand that I do not come out my house for free.
Same.
So it's not that you cannot afford me, you just never ask a question. I could be £2, you don't know, you've just never asked, like, you know what I mean?
£2, so, I book it, you're right now.
No, but like, you know what I mean? You don't know how much I charge, but I'm a very, like, I think I made that decision maybe about 4 or 5 years ago now, where I said, here we're going on. I feel like I've done a lot of work. Like, I think it was 2013 when I had one of my songs on British Airways. So when that happened with all the British Airways flights, I said, you see me? If people could fly to the Caribbean and hear me on the airplane, and y'all had to pay money to get on that plane, I said, when I can't come out and see me for free again. When I gotta pay to see me, like, you know? And it's not a bad thing, it's just a case of, you go outside, like, as a female, I don't know how it is with y'all men, but like, I go buy a wig, I go get my hair, do my nails, do my makeup, my clothes, like, it's a lot. So I don't. And you deserve
to be paid for doing this.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's not like you're asking for a lot of money.
If you're good at something, never do it for free.
So I think that in a sense, in the UK scene, as a female, but any artist, is very, very hard.
You've touched on so many points there that we could talk about it as a masterclass for days. As like a black woman in the industry, as a chocolate dark-skinned black woman, because I was having another conversation with one of the girls from the Sunday Line. You know the Sunday Line when you got the free girls? They are free female so-called DJs. So we were talking from a different perspective. What is it like in this industry, for whether you're up and coming or whether you're established, and how you have to maneuver yourself? And we've all said similar things without you even having, you and I not having the same conversation, because we have to navigate ourselves differently. You're a very attractive female, but it doesn't mean that people have any access to you or any right to you in any way. And you're about your business, you're about your craft, and you have been working on this solidly. That's why I wanted to touch on what you were saying, because you were talking about not just like your love of the culture, but how you got into it.
But it's very important, I think, to have a buffer. Like, males and females, like, I think it's very important to have a buffer. So I am very friendly with everybody. I speak to everybody. If I go out in a fete, you will say hi, and I will say hi. It's not a problem. But when I mean in a buffer in business sense, I don't think that in business, if you have a craft, I don't think everybody should be access. You shouldn't have access. So anybody can message me today and be like, yo, Desire, you free to do an event? Yeah, no problem. Email my management. And if you come back and say XYZ, but I know you I don't care. This is the email. This way, and I say it in a very polite way, but it's not the access, because when you don't have that kind of those boundaries, then you get into the trouble.
I think that's the thing that we have to do as like females sometimes. I'm sorry to digress, guys. It's not about being polite. You're just doing your business.
It's a job.
It's a job, because you know your worth of your asset, which is your art, and what you're trying to do. And you obviously you have the art and you have the business side, and the two are separate to each other, but they're conducive to each other too, right? You know the worth of what you're doing. Why should you give it for free when other people aren't? But why should you do it if other people aren't? Why should you?
But the problem is that when people cannot, or people become offended by your own boundaries.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? So it's never. No, it's not even like broke, but like it's.
No, they're broke.
Nah, not even broke, but like sometimes like someone could just be like.
Were they from Leighton?
This could be anywhere internationally. Like people could just ask you to do anything, and it might not even be monetary. It could just be like anything. But like if your boundary is no, like they just become real offended, and you be like, hey, it's not. She
thinks she better than everybody.
Yeah. And then when you become and if you're a female, then she's a diva, and you're like, yo, like, because I said no, like.
And can we be real as well? You're an attractive woman as well, so you have that as well, where people have a perception of how they think you need to navigate. Yeah, you're a very good-looking girl, babe.
Oh, thank you, girl. You beautiful. You gonna make me blush up in here.
No, but what I'm saying is, when you are an attractive female and you're doing your business. It's like people want you to navigate in a certain way, so you're gonna offend people who aren't accustomed to how to do business. Anybody that has any business acumen isn't gonna receive what you're saying in any negative way, because what you're asking them is within the realms of what you're doing.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. But I don't know, you guys have the same thing.
You're cute.
Similar.
Like guys, y'all have like this thing where they try and be like run up on y'all because you're men, like gallists and thing, you know.
We have friends, male friends who would do the but me and you good. You can't give you a discount. You can't just pass through, dog. We don't have no budget.
What island were they from?
Not reveal.
There's a mixture.
Yeah, the region.
It's a mixture of islands, though. It's not.
But you know what the best thing to do about the budget situation is loads of people say to me that they have no, it's not about thing, because I'm a very fair person and I understand that there's a lot of people that now coming up doing shows and there's a lot of charity things and a lot of stuff like that. So for me, I will have 4 pro bono gigs a year, 1 a quarter. 1 pro bono gig every quarter, so you have 4. So whoever comes is a first come first served basis. But if you come after, I will reply and tell you, I'm very sorry, I only do 4 pro bono a year. They are all filled. However, if you don't want to work with me, this is the budget. If not, next year, come early.
Yeah.
You know,
I like
because
that.
I believe in giving back, and there's a lot of charity stuff, but not everybody's you know. There's a lot of things.
I do work with Black Culture Archive.
He's actually being
but that's what I mean. Exactly. So I don't mind doing a pro bono gig, but it's like a 1 a year.
What is happening?
You have lawyers that will do a pro bono something. So I will give that, but it's one every quarter. And that's that.
So what's it like for you fellas? You know, you guys been doing soca for a long time. How is it if you feel it's received in the UK?
I feel like the soca scene in the UK is oh god.
Don't hold back. Don't hold back.
The soca scene in the UK is they would rather pay for the international artists,
of course,
than us, and I feel like there's not enough support for us in that. Like, we have friends. Like, don't get me wrong. Like when you go out and you mingle or whatever, you go in party, you're mingling with people, whatever. You make friends, you naturally make friends. You're accustomed because soca music is.
Do you wear that do-rag?
Huh? Well, I wear different type. I have all different colors.
He's stopping by the way. I branded him from today.
Tied the same way.
I red one. I have everything. I have all different colors. Don't worry about that. But I feel like you naturally make friends, right? But what happens is that those friends that you make then expect you, like what Pahjo was saying, they expect you to then do this because it's the right way or it's gonna help you bust.
Like exposure.
Yeah.
Elaborate for me a bit more what you mean though. Like how do they do that? What are they saying to you?
So they would say something like, can you come out and just do a quick 2 songs because the event ran, right? But this is the issue because the soca scene in UK is so small. Yeah, we have a plethora of different events. Yeah, there's so many events going on just in soca alone. There's so many different events, but it's the same people going.
Yeah.
So
I love what you're saying.
So how am I bussing?
Yep.
If it's the same people paying tickets and paying this to go to Fet? How am I bussing? So there's no like, yeah, there's a little bit of exposure. There's a small piece, but it's not enough to be like.
It's marginal. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's not enough to be like, oh wow, you know what I mean? So that's my opinion on it.
I love what you're saying. Okay, and let's think of like a market that is similar but completely different. You have the Afrobeats market.
Crazy.
It's in terms of like size, you can't equate one to the other because one is like that versus a humongous beast, right? You've got Africa versus the Caribbean, and I don't mean in terms of against each other. I mean just in terms of market, population, and size. But what you're seeing is them working together in a different way,
Yeah.
and which is why we're seeing more festivals with that, and even Amapiano, which is like a baby child of that.
Yeah.
Versus Soca, which has had Calypso eyes. Do you know his daddy is I was nearly said a dirty word again.
The passion is the passion, girl. It's the passion.
Or you know, D'Alberto is his daddy.
Okay, royalty right here.
Mad.
Literally, they know your daddy. So we've got all this talent, but it's like we're limiting. I'm gonna say people are gonna be like, oh, Emma's talking again. I don't really care, but I'm gonna say what I'm saying. We are limiting ourselves in a way in terms of our marketing and our business because we're not working together collaboratively.
Definitely.
And two, what you just said was so perfect in terms of you're going to the same audience. Why are you not widening who your reach and your audience is? I loved how you said what you said and how you articulated it.
There's a level of respect as well. Like I feel you're right. I feel like because you guys from the UK and you're right on the doorstep, they're like, oh yeah, no, you can do this for this amount, or you can just jump in. It's like you need to have some respect for what you guys are doing.
Yeah, because it's a, you know, at the end of the day, like, yeah, I make soca music because I love it, right?
Yeah.
Like, I love it. So initially it started out as a hobby, but after a while it then becomes your craft.
Right.
You know, I invested in my own laptop, my own mic, my own speakers, my own home studio to record, because there was a time where I couldn't afford to go studio to record X, Y, and Z. You know what I mean? So you know, you put money in to gain money out, and that's not to sound big headed or whatever.
Not
because
at all.
really and truly, if I was to go to a studio, you know, the price to record a song, you know what I mean? Like, let's say for example it's $150 to record a song. Yeah, if I'm not getting paid more than the equivalent of what it was to make that song, how am I even trying to make ends meet by recording? Exactly. You know what I mean? So that's the energy there.
We're gonna come back to you, Simba.
Yeah.
But we have royalty in here.
We do.
Yeah. The boss reach.
Shaker.
So this is the equivalent of Princess Diana.
That DJ Khaled. You say Princess Diana? Princess Shaker, that could stick.
Said you was equivalent to Princess Diana.
Shaker.
How are you?
I'm good. Gasson. I love a little surprise. And it's not even pregnancy. It's actually like a normal surprise. Calm down.
Calm down. We on camera, we are live, and things are behaving. What's the vibe?
So before we even start, we have like a Caribbean concoction today, and I love this.
It's a pale out.
It's a We have Guyana. We have Antigua, St. Vincent, Barbados, Montserrat, Dominica, Trinidad, and off camera we've got Wolfen Forest.
Why? From Barbados, the man is a
I was trying to equate what you do, Shaker. So Shaker, you were on the show the other week.
I was, yes.
Because I was trying to equate it, but I was like, I'm trying to just think off the top of my head. So it's not going to come out perfectly and articulately. But like what you're doing in the UK here it reminded me of like the neo soul. So I was saying, you know, when you had like you had Erykah Badu, you had Maxwell, you had D'Angelo, The Roots. You had all these people who came in with all it's like a synergy, right? Everybody came in with their parts, their strong parts, their strong identities, because you cannot take away an Erykah Badu from a D'Angelo, right?
Yeah.
And this is a different music genre completely. Everybody came with their collective parts, but when you brought everybody together and you were like, do you know what, we're going to do something, I call it the Shaker HD camp.
Yeah.
And he dismisses me.
I thought you had my flowers though. You tell me you had flowers to me last week. What happened?
I did. They're in the post, babes.
Sure. You never hear about what is my name? Frank? Is it Frank?
Who's Frank?
There's a YouTube advert. The man that have flowers.
God, the bacchanal starts.
I do like this, man.
They told me we had a special guest, and we really do have a special guest. So, guys, again, Dominican Emz Show with me, your host. And I've got my co-host, Skillit, the Gallus, Albert.
Yeah, who?
Gallus.
Oh, wow.
He's actually not. He's... Anyway, so we have Shaker HD. We have Ms Desire. We have Simba. And we have Pahjo. I feel really blessed today, guys. Can we just...
No, this is the calm before the storm, you know.
Really nice.
Energy.
But when the energy start, the chairs just move. Yeah, you know that.
We fling the chairs.
Yeah, they had to go.
We fling the chairs.
Yeah.
I'm really proud of everybody and what you're doing. So, we've just moved around a little bit, but Simba, can we come back to you?
Yes.
So, other than wearing a pink do-rag, you are very talented.
Thank you.
And you have been doing your thing. Go on, baby.
Could you tell him to stop twisting his hair and just loose the lion out?
I love it, and that's where the Simba comes from, isn't it?
That is where the Simba comes from. Yes.
You gotta let the lion.
You know what? My fellow Trinidadian hair. One day I saw a picture of Ryan, and I had to ask Ryan what was happening because Ryan's hair was a bit like yours for a very long time.
Bit.
A bit. It was.
That's
It was literally. It was exactly the same. Yeah, it's beautiful. So, Simba, can we talk a little bit about you?
Yeah, ma'am.
Where were you born, baby? Because you rep St. Vincent, you rep Dominica. I'm just joking. You rep St. Vincent and you rep Antigua. You're actually related to Isla family in the building today.
Yes, I am. Yes.
Shout out to Lisa.
Big up, big cousin Lisa.
Cheers.
Yeah, I know. I was born here. So
Which part?
Ipswich.
Yeah. Listen, I was about to say a bad word, you know. You see, you're lucky there. Yeah, no. I was born like I'm from Tottenham. Like I was born in Northumberland. Well, I was born in Islington, but obviously grew up in Northumberland Park. So yeah, and then my family I've always been in North London.
Yeah.
Yes.
How did you get into music? So again, I want to say you've got a performing arts background as well as like a singer songwriter background. How did it start for you? Tell us.
Well, my in terms of my carnival journey, my carnival journey started from small. I was playing mass from like the age of 2.
Really?
You know what I mean?
And
Yeah.
how old are you now?
I'm 25 now.
Are you legal?
I'm definitely legal.
Wow.
Emz. We can talk off the camera after, right?
Can somebody get a ladder, please? Because he needs to come down. Come down. Steamy.
But yeah,
go on, babe. Go and talk.
Yeah, no. So I grew up in Mass, like small. So my first carnival band I was ever part of was called Peoples Carnival Band, which is like it shares the same home as Fanatics.
Wait, who I'm with?
Yeah. So it shares the same home. So I started there. You know, that was a very much family-run band. And yeah, that's how I kind of started. And then when I was a little bit older, I started going to the Tabernacle, you know, Pan and all them things. So I was in the Tabernacle from like the age of 12, 13. And yeah, like we used to try put on this event called Y4M, which stood for Youth for Mass. And back in the day, there used to be something called Carnival Splash.
What is that, baby?
Carnival Splash was an event that used to happen at Alexandra Palace. It used to happen like every year. I remember Martin J was like the host.
Let's big up Martin.
Yeah, big up Martin.
He's my mentor. Like yours is Alice and Martin is mine.
Yeah, big up to Martin J. So there used to be that event, and at the time I remember I was like, to get involved any way I wanted to get involved, I was a little bit too young. So me and my best friend, Oba, we decided to create this event called Y4M, which was basically a youth-led forum where you would have different carnival bands, South Connections, Dragons, Tropical Isles, Heritage.
But Sugar, let's do this after the break because we're literally coming up to the hour.
Say less.
I'm gonna play one of your songs for like 20 seconds and we're gonna come out with it again. I'm gonna play Big People Back now.
Mad.
Soca music is magic. And when you get in the wine to this rhythm. And we done hype up already. Come here, girl. Give me flex when I hold on to you. Give me flex cause I want that from you.
On iLive Radio.
So guys, I am Dominican Emz. This is Dominican Emz Show. I am joined by many guests today. And do you know what? We've been talking to Ms Desire with my co-host Skillit. We're here. We also have Pahjo.
Hail up.
The Guyanese Gasson.
Yeah.
Gasson.
GT Mano.
What are you questioning me for, Shaker? You just walk in the room.
Shaker, come down and stay down, please.
Innit?
Don't start no
Shaker,
trouble.
I find you have a lot of opinions, Shaker. We have Shaker HD, Monserration.
You had to change your name to Shaker 4K. HD outdated now. 4K now or 8K.
That's alright. My TV alright.
And last but not least, we have international gallus extraordinaire.
Wow.
Simbaarley.
You see the term international? You see that? International.
AKA Pink Durag.
I stay right here. I don't
Mana
Gallus. International.
Mana Gallus.
I've loved today, and we are at 3:05. Mister, you have many hits. We just touched on a little bit of your story, and we're going to come back to your story, but can we play one of your songs?
Of course you can.
I'm going to go with Fetter for Life.
Okay, yeah. Big up Keone from Trinidad. Big up Keone, that's my sister there. Big up to she.
Is she one of the singers on there?
Yes, she is.
Who was on production?
I don't want to say it now.
Shaker.
Why? Shaker was behind the phenomenal production.
I like.
Yeah.
You see energy in abundance. So this is Simbaarley with Fetter for Life.
You are the thing that I need in. Oh girl, I begin up bleeding. Come now, come sight up my feelings. You are the one that I need in. You are the thing that I need in. Oh girl, I begin up bleeding. Come now, come sight up my feelings. Baby, we can run away like Queen and Slim, we can get away, oh God. I don't really want to let girl. Na, yeah.
Maybe we can see the day.
Right. I'll be your queen, you can be my king today.
I don't really want to live.
Yeah.
No need to look in your eyes. Can't you see a lifeline?
Intertwine. Every time I pull up my. We going there. We going up so. Let we go. Wind down. We come to set pace. Wind low. We crossing a sin right now. Together. Yes, forever. Anywhere you there, I there. Jump down. We come to set pace. Wind low. We crossing a sin right now.
Why?
I'll be a fetter for life. Tell them again. I'll be a fetter for life. Just tell them again. I'll be a fetter for life. Just tell them again, I'll be a fetter for life. Tell them again, I'll be a fetter for life. You say, I can go there. I don't need an only loving. I know, I want you more each day on your own. Oh, you, it's your attitude.
I can't do that
Baby girl, come
no
through.
need to look fun, girl, in your eyes. Can't you see our lifelines intertwined? Baby, I will follow every time. Apple of my eye, I will chase you far away. Cause everywhere you there, I there. Jump down, we come to set pace. Wild out, we causing a sin right now. Together, yes forever. Anywhere you there, I there. Jump down, we come to set pace. We causing a sin. You know why, Emz? You know why? Cause you right. You be my fetter for life. Go hey, just go tell them again. You be my fetter for life.
right there. You're right there. That's energy, right? So,
Yeah.
just tell them,
I'll be a fetter for life.
maybe we can run away. I don't really want to let girl. Maybe we can see the. I don't really want to let. And if we come out so smooth, right? Maybe we can run away like Queen and so we can get away.
Oh gosh.
I don't really want to let girl. Oh no, hey. Maybe we can see the days of being young. I don't really want to let boy. Right there.
Yeah. Vibes.
We got to shake out one time. Yeah, vibes. We got POD. Right there.
Radio. It start.
I start.
I want to just note that anybody that cannot see right now that Pahjo got on his shades like a whole international superstar.
Yeah.
He changed. He walked and changed, boy.
Yeah.
Mood change.
I want to tell you all, you know, I just been having a good time. You know?
Seriously. Perfect.
Simba.
Yes, Emz.
Well, you're amazing.
Thank you.
I felt that in my bum bum.
Thank you. Wow.
That deep.
Wow. Not my cocoa, my bum bum.
Whoa. Okay.
No comment.
Okay.
Wow. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
You're so talented.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I'm not flirting with you. I'm just talking to you. I'm just being factual.
I know.
I don't like that.
I think I can just move and give you all the room.
She feel it and she.
Boom, boom.
Yeah, man.
So baby, talk to us before the hour. And again, this is Dominican Emz Show with many fabulous guests, but we are talking to Simba, Ali, Nathaniel, Laywood.
Oh, you're close, you know. You're close.
Laywood. Laywood. Let's go with Laywood.
Laywood. Is what really going on here?
Trying to change the name. How you get there? That's a family name, you know. Trying to change the family name. Okay.
Laywood, like. That's a song, wife. That's a song right there.
There you go.
I want to get.
Better call it the carpenter.
Right now, what's Joseph.
Bob the Builder.
Energy.
Where are you going with this?
I slightly had an asthma attack. You really just went on like some different tangents. That's not me, bruv. That's all you. But anyway, Nathaniel, Simba. Let's talk about you. Before we came to the hour, we were talking about your journey and how you started. I want to talk on this today because you just gave us Fetter for life. I say it in my Cockney way, but we know the Caribbean meaning. Tell us about how you started, please.
So yeah, like I was like up in events like from the age of 14.
How old are you now, baby?
I'm 25 now.
Okay, legal.
Yes, illegal. And basically what happened was I was like I've been doing performing arts since small, right?
And you teach performing arts?
I do teach performing arts now, yes. So like my performing arts background started from like the age of 8. I was doing some stuff in the West End when I was a little bit younger, stuff like that. So yeah, I've always been a part of performing arts, right? So I studied performing arts. I went to theatre school, studied musical theatre, stuff like that. And then there was a point, it was 2019, there was a point where it just clicked. Like, why am I not like, because my passion for carnival is so true and so proper. Why am I not combining my love for soca music and the background that I have? There was the, you know what I mean? So I kind of had that realization, and I went to my dad, who, like, my dad is probably my biggest influence in soca.
So you're Vincy and Antigua. Give us a flavour. What's your daddy's side?
So my dad is half Vincentian and half Antiguan. So that is where I get my mum is from the island of Mauritius.
Ah, nice.
Which is a completely
I know Mauritius, but remember I'm Dominican, so I'm Creole. So
yeah,
Mauritius has a lot of can you speak any Creole?
I understand it more than I can speak it. I don't really
fine.
speak it. Sheikha listens to me speak Creole sometimes, but that's only when I try to talk back. But yeah, so I kind of started in 2019. So I kind of started in 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. 2019. off a whim. It just kind of, I can't really explain how it happened. It just naturally happened. Like it's something just clicked in my head where I was like, let me try it, you know. And
I was looking at a little bit of your story. So obviously you have like your Mauritian, but you have your Caribbean heritage. But then there was people like Batch in your story.
Yes.
And you had gone to the studio with him.
Yes.
And you had your first single, I Don't Care.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
So yeah, literally that was at a point where I can't even lie. It was a very low time for me. Because
I wasn't there.
It was. Yeah. But no, it was a low time. Like in the point of my life that I was in, it was a very low time. Like I was like I didn't have a home. I was homeless at one point.
Wow.
And it was because of Simply E and Batch who kind of saw me on their Instagram live. I was in the comments listening to a radio interview, and I spoke to Batch, and Batch literally, like in the space of 5 minutes, was like, "Oh, you want to be an artist?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, I've been I just want to try and see what's going on." And he was like, "Oh, well, where are you based?" And I was like, "Oh, well, I'm based in Edmonton." And he was like, "Well, my studio's in Edmonton. You have 5 minutes to get here." Yeah. So he said, "You got 5 minutes to get here." And I took 15. But I took 15. The only reason why I took 15 because if you know Edmonton Green, if you know Angel Edmonton and them sides there,
traffic.
It's traffic blocking is mad.
Yeah.
So
do that again, babe.
Traffic blocking, yeah. But yeah, so that was kind of how it happened, and then naturally, I guess I kind of like Batch. I went to like my first show, which was back in our Junction, and I did my first frenzy in like the same night.
You're quite a big character though, because I feel like I've known you around the scene for years. Even if we've never spoken, I've kind of seen your face around.
Yeah.
So even if you weren't doing music, people kind of knew of you in some way.
Yeah. Because
would you say that's true?
Definitely. Because I would say I started as a fetter, right? So like I was going to
love of the culture.
Yeah, I was going to Fet, like I was,
always in the scene.
Yeah, Remedy, Soca Loco, Frenzy, you know what I mean?
But love of the culture. Yeah, we're in it.
Yeah, so you have to, like, if you want to enjoy yourself and listen to the music you love so much, you have to go there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So that's how it kind of started for me, and then I started to. Basically, there was a thing called Spot that was going on in the middle of the pandemic, and
what was that, babe?
So Spot is it's a camp now, but it started out as an Instagram live run by Cohen Dubois.
Really?
And Cohen, basically, Trinidad Madman. If I was to marry, I would have married Orange.
So
and that controversial performance that he did in Guyana. He actually ate an orange on the stage.
Oh.
Yes.
He actually ate her orange on the stage. It was wild.
Wild.
I didn't like that.
Wild. Sorry, Pahjo.
I didn't see what kind of orange.
No. Orange.
We don't need to worry about that tonight.
Okay.
We don't need to worry about that.
I just asked.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that platform where Trinidad Madman bust, that platform where he bust, was the same platform.
He didn't bust, but he actually just ate her orange.
Okay, yeah. So we talking. So we talking.
We stop with the 5 a day.
Okay. Wow. But yeah, so that platform where he did his thing, whatever, it was the same platform that I jumped in to, and it was actually DJ Kieran that, because I was in bed, it was 2:00 in the morning, right? And I just jumped on the live to see what it was saying, and I see people jump in, sing a song for Cohen, and then come off or play something for Cohen and jump off. And I was just in the comments there, I wasn't doing nothing, and DJ Kieran was like, Simba jump in.
You have that energy.
And then I hear, because I was in my bed, I was not gonna jump in, and then I hear Cohen say, Simba, who's Simba? Okay, I get him just now. And I jump on my bed so fast, fling on t-shirt, everything. Sit at my desk with my laptop, load up a song. I was thinking, what can I play? What can I sing? I don't know. And so I managed to play my song, and I on the live with Cohen in the element, he listening to it, he trying to do whatever, and then he goes, wait, turn it down, I can't hear you, I want to hear you sing. And I go, in my head, oh God, This is long. This is long. So I turned it down.
Did you fix your hair or did you just get on with it?
Nah, man, it was completely. Yeah.
I feel like you went like
nampy in my eye. It was mess. It was mess. I can't lie. It was mad. So
the yardie word.
Yeah. So I had everything there. And
nice.
From there it was a process where Cohen then selected a few people.
I still vex.
It was like at the time it was like 40 people he picked.
Still vex.
And I was lucky to be one of them, and so Cohen is a mentor to this day.
Really?
Yeah.
You lot are killing it with the mentors.
Yeah, because the mentors are they're very very crucial in your development.
I've got one.
Yes, go on.
Martin J.
There we go. It's very crucial in your element of growth, no?
He tells me off a lot, but he also imparts so much knowledge on me. I'm so thankful for him.
Yeah, of course. Mentors
It's not about me today.
I hear you, but mentors for anyone is very crucial. It's very needed.
And it can come at any time.
Exactly.
But also, I think if you're gifted with that, you need to give that back yourself. Otherwise, you're a kunamono.
No,
what's that word?
Kunamono.
Like it. we just call them kangalangs.
That's an up island thing.
I love it. I'm learning. Go on, baby.
But yeah. So that was literally like how it kind of started to kick off for me more, and then I managed to run into Sheikah.
About when? Last week Tuesday or a couple of years ago?
Unfortunate.
2020.
Yeah, be 2000.
When was Game 2021? Is that when Game dropped?
I feel like I've
like me, like don't get me wrong, like don't get me wrong. I've always known Sheikah, right? Like I've always known Sheikah.
We all have.
Yeah, I've always known Sheikah.
We all have, because we all love this guy. He has an energy, and if you think I'm sarcastic, that is like it's like a water in an ocean compared to this man.
I blame Sheikah.
It's a problem.
Definitely.
Princess Diana with that yourself.
Sheikah problem. But Sheikah literally, I think
that's how they do in their country though. I don't think they can help it.
I mean, I don't want to...
No, that's what they do in their country.
I don't want to talk about Sheikah, Sheikah...
Don't ask me, because I cussing you straight on the street right now.
Sheikah caused me a real problem.
I got delete things.
Is it?
Sheikah delete files or nothing. I don't know.
Beat you with stick and all sorts of things.
That wasn't a joke. That was actually...
No, I'm joking. He keep his files.
Okay, cool.
Just in a folder we can't reach.
That he just can't find.
He can't find. He lose them. The
masters all bro.
But yeah, man, that was literally that's me pretty much. Like summed up in the 2 years that we've been out of the pandemic.
I don't feel like we've touched on your story though. I feel like there's so much more to you.
Definitely.
Like, I feel like how did you get into because to me there's like a bit of a spiritual thing as well in terms of like your music. I want to touch on that as well.
I mean, I feel like I like Desire. I'm a huge fan of R&B as well, and I feel like there's a new wave coming in terms of the genre that is soca, right? And I have a friend from Trinidad called Prince Pronto, and he's one of the writers behind Marshall and Super Blue Soca Kingdom.
Wow.
And he's always talking about the next big thing, right? So definitely also him as a mentor, like listening to some of the music and whatever, playing with different R&B melodies and fitting that on a soca rhythm or on an island pop rhythm, if that's what you want to call it. I feel like you just have to get into like real depth with your writing, and that's what the camp with Kerwin was all about, and it's still going to this day, and that's what I just been following in terms of writing.
I love what
music.
you said. So, Ms Desire, you said that your background was not just soca and your Caribbean background, but also gospel was like really heavy in your story. For you, what would be like the genres that really kind of like shaped and influenced you?
I mean, it's a bunch of different things, because I grew up on funky house, I grew up on grime, I grew up on there's so many different elements. I grew up on
Hip hop.
You know, yeah, hip hop, garage. I grew up on, you know.
And it actually shapes us as well.
Yeah, definitely. So when writing as well, it's all about how you can fit the things that you grew up with.
Spice Girls.
Exactly.
Spice Girls.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with Spice Girls. There's nothing wrong. And it's so interesting. It's so interesting as well because you hear like there's mainstream songs, yeah, that are influenced by soca music.
100%.
Heavy, and you know, like no one can tell me Drake One Dance isn't a soca. You can't tell me Justin Bieber Where You Now isn't a soca. Sorry. So yeah, exactly. You can't tell me that these things aren't soca. Controller.
But
you know what I mean?
What you're having at the same time is we have a problem where soca. I have it from like a more granular level with Beaut, where Beaut is not. Because obviously, Beaut don't just come from Jamaica, it can come from St. Martin, it can come from Guadeloupe, it can come from many different islands. But you've got a sound that's very specific and live band that is not being recognised as Beaut. But in terms of soca, you're getting Tropical House is like the international name that is being used for soca.
Yeah.
So you guys as artists aren't being given a category in all of these major streaming platforms, even though you're on major international labels. You've got Ms Desire, you're on VP for example, you've got all these things happening, but you don't have a soca list, but you have Afrobeats. I'm not saying Afrobeat shouldn't, because I love Afrobeats. I don't know it, I'm not familiar, but I love it and I think they should have. But why doesn't soca have it?
It's a numbers game. That's it.
I think it's a numbers game, but I think we need to navigate our business differently from others as well. I think it's also us. You make your
for us as a genre.
Yeah,
we're a smaller entity, and I think we're gonna have to unfortunately work a bit harder.
I don't think we're a smaller entity though.
If you have the Africa versus the Caribbean in terms of numbers, I think you do.
It's to do with streams.
It's interesting because
it's to do with streams.
If I'm wrong.
I mean, I would say it's.
I'm always right.
Because everything is subjective, right? Everything is subjective. I would say, you know, I was watching something about you know, Destra has her own show. She has her own show in Trinidad.
Shout out Destra, she's the queen.
But she was talking about,
and she's beautiful.
Yeah, she's wavy, and you know, she was talking about we need to stop putting in the atmosphere that soca isn't international where it is, because soca is international. When you see soca in Japan.
It is.
Yeah,
because soca is in Japan.
But what we saying, soca is international, but soca don't get the streams. We have to look at the Caribbean. We have a very YouTube nature. Instead of going on your Spotify's and Apple Music and buying and streaming music, they're gonna just go on a mix that somebody mix on YouTube, and that's it.
Yeah.
You understand? Nobody is interested in building a playlist.
Yeah.
Let's look. Spotify only went into the Caribbean last year.
Yeah.
Right? So none of these things were there. So it's encouraging people to start to stream the music, which is gonna take a while because breaking will have it.
Can I ask this silly question? If you're me, a soca lover, what would you prefer as like a producer and a singer-songwriter? How would you prefer for me to get your music? How would you prefer
the business side of me would say to you,
no, tell me, because
it would be stream the music, because that's the only way that we are being paid, you know, is to do with streams. There's no longer physical CD sales or nothing like that, so it's streams. But unfortunately, a lot of people just prefer to put on a private Ryan mix or something like that, and then they don't choose certain songs for their mixes. So this is what influences.
And that's why it goes
the
back.
listeners.
And that's why it goes back down to the conversation earlier that we were saying about, you know, like fees and costs and things like that. Because, like, even in the UK, you could be friends with a DJ. Doesn't mean they're gonna play your song.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
I'll play all these songs all day.
That's a whole nother. That's a whole nother story.
That is a whole 2-hour conversation.
But you can. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you can be friends with. You can be bedrins. You know what I mean? But
and
it doesn't mean
status.
It's not to
do with talent. You think sometimes it's where they see you as an artist.
I don't even believe that is hype, right? Even if let's look at 2022 soca in general. Forget UK soca. Right. 2022 soca, you're not hearing played in parties because no one wants to take the risk. Everyone is afraid of the crowd reaction. You understand? So what they're gonna play is the go-to songs. There's only a few DJs that take the risk. You know what I mean? And the others wait for the song to get big elsewhere
I don't
before
feel like
they
a lot
take
of
the
UK
risk.
DJs take a risk. I feel like a lot of them wait until the internationals take a risk on a
Correct.
song,
Agreed.
and then they will
And follow
take the
suit.
risk on whatever.
But
so
that is not just
Private
UK.
Ryan or
That is
anybody like
that's everywhere.
that's everywhere. They wait for the
Point, though.
big guys to bust the songs and then they're gonna play it. Okay, Ryan play it, I could play it now.
Yeah.
You know, so
Right.
you know, we want when Shaker play it now is everybody play it. That's what we need. So
It's true.
Yeah.
I'm putting a little pressure on Shaker there right now. You know.
I know your secret.
So you
Yeah.
mentioned Afrobeats earlier. You see Afrobeats been nominated for Grammys already.
Yeah.
Such a obviously Afrobeats has been going on for time, but in terms of popularity, it's quite
Yeah.
quite new.
Yeah.
Soca has any Soca songs been nominated for a Grammy?
Numbers again.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a numbers thing. I think the problem with soca music is a mentality thing, and it's also it starts from the mentality of us as a Caribbean people. We've got very much crabs in a barrel mentality.
Right,
so
right.
everybody wants to see you do well,
Right.
but no one really wants to see you do better than
Better
them.
than that. Oh,
Right?
God.
And then when it comes
And they're holding on to their
Yep,
they're
yeah.
holding on. Yeah.
And then when it comes to especially like UK, right? Everybody knows each other. So like I know you, Simba, from where. So like when I see you growing up in the street across the road and you hear it is a thing, but like in a whole, when I say in a mentality thing, like I feel like African mentality is a complete different mentality of they're very much I want to see all my black people win. They just want to see everybody win. Now Caribbean people are, well, is it groovy? Is it bashment? Is it this? It doesn't matter what it is, because at the end of the day, when you go into the rooms of labels or radio, everybody in there has no clue what soca music is, and they are very much so of whatever is popular, because there's a grassroots thing. So you get it from the grassroots. Like Afrobeats became so popular on the streets that radio had no choice. Labels had no choice, but like us, we're like, yo, like even like, okay, TikTok as an example. You will say to an influencer, oh, you could share this TikTok dance, or you could do a dance to this, or you could do that, and they won't really want to do it because they will do it, but they realize that nobody else wants to do it because there's no, not even a niche, a crabs in a barrel thing. Yeah. Someone will see someone do a dance, I ain't doing that because it's such and such song, or I ain't doing that because it's not from the island. Where the Afrobeats will say, I saw this and I'ma do it. And then with the numbers, as Pahjo was saying, labels, radio, everybody's looking at it saying, well, this didn't really trend. It didn't trend. Why didn't it pick up? But it didn't pick up because us as Caribbean people didn't allow for it to pick up.
Yeah.
So it's like, if we don't have the mentality, because it's not that we don't have the numbers. There is thousands upon hundreds of thousands of millions of, like Marshall can go and play at Madison Square Garden. Like there is enough people.
And he did the Indian. What was that thing he did? That cultural festival.
Yeah, Saguru in India.
Yeah, that was amazing. It was so beautiful to see him there, sharing soca, and people were believing it and feeling it and loving it. It was
I don't think the support's there. Like, I don't know. It's just
So here's my question.
It's a mad thing.
Say it, baby. Say it.
So here's my question.
Look, man's right in the building. Go on, gas on.
Why is there such a big streaming difference between Rupee and Kevin Little to the rest of the soca artists?
Because they got picked up by labels back in the day as the token island songs, so they were streamed and marketed in a whole different way, and they had a whole different
dig into
monetary
that, though.
behind that.
Is it because of
That's
how they
why.
looked as well?
No.
No. What do you mean then? What was
Because-
your point?
So my thing is it that the other artists are not working as hard or not putting themselves in the same positions or same?
So let's go to your point. I'm gonna do a roundabout, 'cause I love a tangent. I'm gonna bring it back round, yeah? So, with purpose. Let me tell you this. So all you were there, and you had, so there was a time, I think you had Bungie Garlin,
Yeah.
and he was on VP Records.
Yeah.
You had Allison on VP. You had all these soca artists that were doing their thing. It was a time when you had Sean Paul. So you had like dancehall and you had reggae and dancehall and soca were all getting like the push from major international labels. So we had soca artists on that kind of like platform. And then things happen over time. I can't really speak. I don't know the industry like that. But if I was an industry person looking at all you now, looking today, I would say you lot are dangerous. But I would say that if I was an industry person, if I was like the likes of like VP, Epic, those kind of people, I'll be looking at you guys hard, because you have the business side and you have the art side. You have the singer, songwriter, you have people in the industry from before and after that know who you are, and you have been putting in your grind and putting in your craft.
They would argue that this has been going on forever. But everything unfortunately will come down to numbers in this game. Labels don't care how good you look, how great you sing,
how big is your boom boom.
None of that. Where's your numbers? What's in front of you?
Yeah.
I've been in loads of.
But what about
rooms with
trajectories
labels.
as well? What if you say plan and what you can do?
No, I've been in loads of rooms with labels, in a lot of rooms, in a lot of different conversations. And as Pahjo said, it is really down to numbers, because you have to be. It's not about the genre. It's about the package that you give, right? So if any of us was to go to a label today and say, here we're going on, I have 1 million plus streams, I have 1 million plus followers, I have this amount of people, if I done a show, I could sell out a show on my own. A label don't care if you singing Baba Black Sheep or whatever, because you are fully packaged. They're like, yo, let's roll. Like, they don't care. Like, they will package it up and make it sound great. But because we don't have those numbers, like, everybody here in the UK would be like, yo, Pahjo, Simbaarley, Desire, let me put on a show. And let me see who can come, because you will talk, but when it comes to the support, it's a different story. But if somebody else was to put on the same show, they're gonna buy the tickets and they're gonna go. So that's when I say it's about a mentality thing.
That aggravates my soul. So when I look at talent in front of me, and the talent has like literally the skills, they have the perseverance, they have the industry knowledge. What can we do differently as an industry to make you go forward? What can I do as somebody going to a Fet that I can do differently? What can I do?
Go up to the DJ and tell the DJ, play the music.
Yeah. What can I do as like a DJ, radio host? What can I do? What can I, from every level, what do you need from the community? Because I think that's actually not cool. Because you have problem people and you have solution people.
Yeah.
And when people come to Carnival, which is a multi-million industry, which is facilitating careers all year round, because people love it when they hear it. When they hear the music, there's that euphoria that you and I keep going back to as mass makers, as music producers, as singer-songwriters, as people of the culture. We're here for a reason in many different facets. And look at Luke being cute in the corner. We're all here for different reasons. Yeah?
I think that the industry for us, we need it to be a case of the DJs need to be in a mentality of when they play the songs, they can't just play it normal. The same energy they bring with the Marshall new songs. You gotta play the songs, bomb drop it, pull it up, make it sound very exciting. And for producers, like apart from Shaker HC, but like producers all over the world, give people a chance. It's not every rhythm is the same 10 or 3 or 2 artists that you're seeing on the same thing. When it comes to promoters, you gotta give people a chance and make sure that they're paid and shown. Not a case of, oh, you have a UK artist and it's just there, you don't even make a flyer for we, or you don't even add we name and thing. You had to give that same energy. And for the fans, y'all can't just be fans. Y'all need to be super fans. Like the same way y'all super fans for all these artists, baby, you have to be super fans.
Tell them again. Listen.
You have to be super fans. You have to make there's a difference.
You can't just come to the Fet and shake your bum bum in the man's face.
You understand?
It's not even your boyfriend, girl. It's not even yours. It's somebody else's man. Baby,
man is not your own. Nah, the fans here have to be super fans. So the same way that this is how I see it. The same way that Tate and Mingle and all these people can put out a Fet and then talking about, oh, the Fet sell out in 10 minutes. If one of was real super fans and really was like, I roll hard for the artist, when we put out a song, we want to see them streams up in 10 minutes. We want to be in that same level of, oh my God, we got 1 million views in 24 hours. There's 1 million y'all out there. Like, it shouldn't be a case of, I have 10,000 followers and I put out a song on YouTube and you're all telling me that I don't have 10,000 views. Like it's not equating. The math ain't mathing. Like you all need to be super fans. It's not a case of y'all saying, "Oh, I like," but if you want to be fans, be fans.
saying.
Like when a J Cole tickets come out, y'all buy. When Afrobeats, y'all buy. Everything is sold out. But when it comes to us, is a different thing. So y'all had to be super fans.
I feel like we're in I love everything. All of you guys are saying, and Pahjo, we haven't even come to you yet, much less Princess Diana of Soca over here. But listen, you guys are making some amazing points, and we're not even touching on everything you're saying. Like, it's actually mind blowing because people say, "Why is the culture not going where it needs to go? Why are we not hearing us?" And so, but you're not actually doing the things that you can do to elevate us as a culture. It doesn't take that much to like make sure that you stream the music on certain platforms.
It's an issue that's gonna take years.
I think we're gonna have to. I think we're gonna have to educate people though.
Correct.
I don't think it would take years though. You know why? Because this Gen Z, if you tell them straight, they will do it, you know. I feel it's just this kind of millennial. The millennials is a bit thing, but you see this Gen Z, TikTok, this, that kind of generation, they will catch on to that real quick. It's them who we need to educate, not the ones that I hear and know, because they're not going to change.
I'm saying it now, and other people are going to come and repeat me like they said it for the first time, but you lot are a powerhouse. You lot are actually dangerous. You are somebody that people, as a collective, should be watching. And somebody's going to come tomorrow and say my words verbatim and pretend that they said it for the first time. I'm telling you now, you guys actually
heard it here first.
You have something special because everybody comes with their parts and in their own rights, in their own respective ways, you all have something that you're bringing. And we haven't even touched on everybody's story. We have 20 minutes left.
You know I've been here and
crazy.
talk already, so...
Gas on. We have something coming. We're coming for you. Don't worry, chat. But what I'm saying is, I'm saying it now. Oh, she has a date.
No, I have parking charges.
She have a date.
How tall is he?
But I forget about that too.
And he better be paying. You're not paying for this.
Wow. But no, I do.
If he's your boyfriend, I think you can pay.
Oh wow.
No, I just got a text saying.
How long you got? No, but if you've been dating for like a couple of weeks, I think it's fine. If it's your boyfriend, it's fine. But if you just met him, or it's your first, second, third date, you're not paying for this.
You know, shout out
Kaylee.
And we start to wine if you know, when it's you and I.
All night we
whining low. Kelly. That is a mood, yeah.
Why are you mentioning Kelly? Is that something you want to tell me?
Kelly is my sweetheart, my darling in soca.
Oh, my sweet baby, you know how long I've been waiting.
My darling
You're looking amazing.
Kelly, did you not know that you're my sweetheart?
Baby, before you go, what's the song you guys have together? I want to get a clip.
Yeah, you need to play. You need to play the Desire and Kelly if you know.
Is that one?
If you know.
If you know. Let's see if we got that one.
I think me and Simbaarley gonna play Kelly on this one here.
Wow, y'all know it like that. Y'all know it like that.
Watch me. I have the first verse.
Was you just talking about Superfans? Was you just talking about Superfans?
I have that one loaded. What's the other one you guys have got together?
We have Friend Them. So on the same rhythm.
Wait, who's watching this? Is that Kaylee? Is that your man?
Yeah, it is. They're keeping secrets.
You know,
I mean, basically, if you know, you know.
If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
That's hilarious.
So, guys, I've got these ridiculous Caribbean.
I'm getting up.
Superstars.
I'm getting up.
In front of
Let me
me.
do this. Hey, where my Ray Charles glasses?
Are you ready?
Yeah.
I have got. It's the Dominican Emz Show with you each and every Saturday between 2 and 4. I've got Shaker HD acting like a real Monterasian Gallus in the corner. I've Luke behind me taking pictures.
Well,
I have Pahjo.
We do.
I have Simbaarley. I have Ms Desire texting Kaylee.
Oh wow.
Basically, I'm like, Kaylee, where you at?
This is Friend Them by my guest today.
We starting Friend Them or we going Kaylee first?
You're gonna go Friend Them.
I think you're sure about that?
You're gonna go Friend Them. Go Friend Them.
Get on a sweet thing.
Yeah, sweet thing.
Sweet thing.
Is energy.
Energy.
Move the chair. Get him.
Was this sailing up time and we dead now?
Dance can't ram without way, nah.
Hey.
Pahjo and Simbaarley.
Like that.
Yeah.
You don't know what the code is. Soon as we touch the road, is vibes on overload, man. The old place shall.
We just come out to party. Jam and wine and a shotty. We don't trouble nobody.
Right there. Name one crew that you know that madder than mine.
You can't name none.
Out and badam we jamming girl from her side.
Till the fet done. Bust big tune, you can see how we come alive, yeah. Once you see one, you see all the way. If you with your friend, them, hands up. Jump up with your friend, them.
Jump up.
Come, let me take a shot with we friend, them.
Hands up.
Huddle up with your friend, them. If you with your friend, them, now set the party. Turn up, turn over. Hey.
Now start the party.
Turn up.
You see my fruit, you see the shaker crew? Let me tell you about we.
My crew, my team, nobody fresher than we. We love to see everybody fetting like family. We drinking the most, behavior the worst. If we in your section, don't stand up there and pose. Name one crew that you know that madder than mine. You can't name none.
Out and badam we jamming girl from her side.
Till the fet. Bust big tune, you can see how we come alive, yeah. Once you see one, you see all away. If you with your friend, them, hands up. Jump up with your friend, them. Come, let me take a shot with we friend, them. Hands up. Huddle up with your friend, them. If you with your friend, them, now sell the party. Turn up. Once we in the party, turn up. Once we in your party, turn over. Yeah. Hey, turn over. Mash up all over. Once we in party can't start without way, nah.
Was this sailing up time and we dead now?
Dance can't ram without way, nah. I'm Pahjo, that's Simbaarley. Yeah.
Mass. What you
No, we gotta go the next one straight in.
What we doing?
We going Desire and Kaylee. If you know.
Which one? I haven't got that one loaded.
You must have it. You gotta drop it. If you know, that's with me.
If you know.
She can find it. Help she find it. Please, Anta.
What's the next one?
Or you
what
can.
about your other ones? Look,
You could do anyone that you have in there. Oh God.
It's calm, because I come with you back in the same way.
You know. All right, super fan.
What are you talking about? You're just talking about super fan. I say you're a super fan.
Non-stop.
Hey. I come with the harmonies. I come with the high harmony. Watch. I go hit right there.
I am sweating like somebody done me something.
You need the song to download or what?
No.
We could send you. If you know, I feel you need it. I think that was one of them.
I've got anything you want. Where you come for? Show it off.
Where you come for? Do what you come for.
Whole day.
Where you come for? Where you come for?
Which one I come with the harmony? What? I come with the harmony.
On the spot.
I go listen. I go listen.
On the spot.
I go come one time. Watch.
Sweating like I'm with something.
How many go?
Professionals.
Slap soup.
Professional super fans.
You ready?
Alright. Ain't come here to win where you come for. Let me see ya. Take a wine.
Hey.
Alright, Ems, go ahead. Ain't come here to bubble where you come for. Alright, let me see ya. 1, 2, 3. Oh Lord, walk up. Show me how you does wine. Oh Lord, let me see ya. Put a arch in ya. Oh Lord, if you know you come to have a good time.
Oh Lord,
then start to wine. Well, this thing ain't no joke thing. I ain't playing that. And if I whine in front, yeah, I hope you're whining back. Cause I ain't come for small talk, nah, I ain't here for chat. So give me all you got, and roll. Take a wine, hey. Boy, you come out here, buddy. Hey, I come for roll. Walk up. Boy, you come to stand up like statue. One to you, boy. Well, if you ain't come here to win, know where you come for. Let me see ya. Take a hey.
Look bumper.
Wait.
I'm going right there.
1, 2. Oh Lord, walk up. Show me how you does wine. Oh Lord, let me see ya.
Right
oh Lord, if you know you come to have a good time.
One time.
I cannot y'all. If you all didn't come to party, then you're bad leave.
I came here to party.
Did you come to party?
I feel we had a study mass.
I loosey goosey now. I loosey goosey.
Emma, from now I feel you just had a loose songs, you know.
Everything.
Nah.
Just loose tune.
Well,
Yeah.
Well,
It's all
guys,
morning.
It's amazing.
I am so out. I go by the name of Ms Desire, but thank you so much, Emz, for having me.
Energy up.
The energy was up. I love to be here, Sim.
Yes.
Pahjo.
It's been a
It's
pleasure.
love.
Princess agreement. Your first of many.
Yes, you know I shall be back. I shall
love
be back.
everything you said, and you've touched on so many different topics.
I know. It's been a lot. Like Pad said, like we could be here for like hours.
Yeah,
with books
easy.
And
Facts.
ting. But yeah, thank you so much. Thank you.
Baby, thank you.
Real thing.
So, okay, guys, listen. Pahjo,
Talk
we
to
haven't
me.
even touched on your story.
That's cool.
You came back
Yeah.
last week.
Well, you know I had to.
Last week.
Yeah.
Last week.
Talk to me.
Last week. Bye,
Talk to me.
Gallus. Bye, Ms Desire. Hey, guess where you going? Parking where? I'm not your baby mum. You tell me a different story for.
Each day.
Yeah, why?
I love you. Baby, come this way a bit.
I don't want him next to me.
I'm so hot. Do you know what? That's from shaking my bum bum. Do you know what? Let me turn that fan off so all you can hear me. But in the meantime, baby, talk to us because you have just come as a runner-up in the EUK 2022 Soca Monarch.
Yeah, man. What an experience that was.
I am so hot. Do you know what? We're on air, but I'm going to turn that fan
She
off.
tired. She tired.
I'm not even hot. I'm not even hot. and
We
tired.
now
I'm just
start.
hot.
She tired.
I'm not even hot. I'm not even tired. One sec.
That's like vocal warm-up, so we now start.
I cannot hear myself.
She's sweating. Look how she's sweating.
Y'all ignore my voice, please, right?
I'm only sweating in my bum bum. Anyway, I'm joking.
Oh,
but listen.
No, she ain't joking. She lie.
No, anyway, baby, this is immense. When we talked to you before and when you came on the show, you were thinking about going on the competition.
Yeah.
To literally go through all of the stages. You've released new music.
A lot
of new music.
Yeah.
And you're entering the competition with Zombie, which you played on the show.
On the show the last time, yeah. I wasn't confident when I was told to join. In fact, it was Simbaarley who hit me up and said,
I told you too. You might not remember. I told you.
But on the show, you was like, you definitely think I should do it. So after with the motivation and the push from a few people in the camp too, it's like, this would be good for you. So I went in there, and obviously the first stages was just votes. So I had real no influence, Thank God people sort of could tolerate me in small doses.
You're talking to people who've been like in the culture or artists. I'm not an artist, but I'm a lover of the culture.
Of course, but
and you have a fellow artist who could see in you. I'm going to say that. I'm going to emphasize again because I'm ridiculous. See in you something that is of that level.
Yeah.
And why wouldn't you be there? That's what we were thinking.
The thing is, for me,
You're too humble for and you're Guyanese.
Yeah, well, you see, it depends on where we are. My confidence to show. Like I'm a very nervous case even before I go on stage. But
Anxiety and confidence is two different things.
No, I don't suffer with anxiety. I just get nervous. But
when?
Right, let me explain myself.
When it's
I'm
a new
new
woman.
into this music. Oh
Wow.
God.
Wow.
Which day?
Wow. I hope nobody listening to this.
The number that you've called is no longer available.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't even know how to start back.
I'm not coming back, huh?
Where was I? What was I saying? Back into it. Me normally, as much as you always see me vibing in a party and so on, I'm not a very confident person in front of crowds like that. So it took a while, you know, working with the team and building that confidence.
We haven't got long left. We've got like 8 minutes. But
yeah, but we'll be quick. We'll be quick.
But what I'm going to say to you is, when you say confidence, it's not. I want to just differentiate. There's a confidence because it's like something new to you.
Self-doubt.
Or okay, fair enough.
Yeah. So if
because you're very confident, you come across as ridiculously confident, babe.
I try, but
no, naturally.
But when joining things like competitions, I doubt myself, right? So just being able to go and be part of it and to come out second place, I think that was a fantastic, experience.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Say that again.
Yeah, fantastic.
Say a bit more.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
You're not selling it enough, baby. You did so well.
No, but
and we keep I'm keep calling you, and I'm not the only one. People keep calling you the Peoples Champ because
I appreciate that.
I'm gonna make people vex it. I wanted you to win. I'm gonna vex people.
I wanted to win.
I'm not supposed to say. I'm supposed to be impartial. I wanted you to win. I thought you should win. I thought you were of caliber.
Yeah.
I'm gonna upset people. It is what it is.
You know.
People's Champ.
I thought I would have.
I
thought I would have, but unfortunately, I got the cake, no cherry this time. And big up to Culture Man who
he was here. I loved him.
Do you know what I mean?
But he's not you.
Yeah. Nobody could be me. You know, I'm a crazy.
He was. I loved him, but he's not you.
No. I just.
I'm gonna vex people. I'm gonna vex people.
Vex them. Let me talk thing, the man.
I talk real.
I wish we had more time because I would have real talk thing, but not.
No. Let's talk.
Come back and talk.
Come back next week. But I want you to say what you got to say and say it today.
Yeah.
Say it today. Say what you got to say. How did you find that competition?
There's a lot of room for improvement.
Go on.
Plenty room for improvement.
Go on, Gas.
There's a lot of artists in the UK that would love to be part of a Monarch, but would not want to be part of that Monarch.
What does that mean?
That's enough. I'll say it on that matter. A complete revamp is needed on the entire system. Perfect. I have to give the man the props who is behind it for his work that he's done, because he's almost a one-man team trying to put this all together.
It's hard.
And the weather was outside of his control, so the day could have gone much better. I know he could only do so much, but more support is needed for competitions like that in the UK, because that could be the biggest launching pad for an artist.
You still have a good whole 5 minutes, and I feel like you are touching on subjects like how your baby mum's asking you for an extra £5.
Take 10.
Wow.
You need to elaborate.
Yeah. Know what I'm saying, right? Okay. If you want me to break it down, there is things they want to see in the competition. For example, use of more props, use of more dancers, etc., etc. But the prize money for a first place does not allow any artist the risk to invest in those props, because even if you invest in these props and you win, you're already in a loss. So a Monarch in most of the Caribbean countries are very life-changing for the artist. On for their career, for their financial stability, many things like that. And I understand sponsors makes the difference, but unfortunately, that's not the case here right now, and it's still something that's
comes back to what
growing.
we said earlier, where you guys this is why you're a danger force. Not only do you have the arts, but you have the business acumen as well.
Yeah, well, that's
your
the first
background is like, and we touched on it when you were first on here on the show, so I'm not even going to go all over that again. You had your military background, then you have your business and entrepreneurial side.
Correct.
You know how to make money. You would have made your baby mum for extra £10 that she needed for the week.
She would need to ask.
Calm.
Yeah.
So you can help people who don't naturally have that business acumen, because you can see, and you have a marketing head as well.
Yeah,
when it comes in terms of visuals and what people want to see and what they want, if you have any conversation with you, people will know. Because I've even spoken to you about my businesses and things that I'm doing personally as Dominican Emz, and like, I'm not even going to make it about me, even though that is really interesting.
Yeah, you see, I have an eye for things, and Sheikha and I speak a lot, and one thing we're trying to establish is quality in everything. So not just the music, but the artwork, the visuals, everything.
A high standard.
We do right now, and we're not going to compromise on it. So when I go to events and competitions like I've just been involved in, and I could see room for improvement. And I have had conversations with other artists who are saying they want to take part, but the risk is too high financially for them to even.
What do you mean though, in terms of they have to physically pay for dancers? They have to physically
pay because for me,
artwork
coming out of
and
this
marketing,
competition,
you need like social media people to help you and stuff. It takes time and money. I don't even have time.
I'm just gonna tell you, for the finals, I am in a deficit from the finals. What I've invested in the finals. So, for example, yes, we all know it's a risk, but even if you win it, the risk is still very high.
What 90%. You're saying is so important.
So, competition people who are hosting these events, they need to actually understand that. Yes, you're trying to put a competition together that's recognized globally, but unless you actually invest to make that competition stand in line with what's going on globally, it's gonna always look substandard.
But listen, okay, so we have 2 minutes left, but say what you're saying.
Yeah.
In terms of the business, you got to the second.
Yeah. That's a
runner-up. This is amazing.
No, that's massive. It's massive for me because
it's humongous.
It's a big boost for me, confident wise too, you know, and a lot of the support that I've got, you know, I just got to thank everyone because the support was tremendous. Even after I got second and I posted that I got second, you know, just to see the comments and the love is, you know, that's going to drive me to even go harder, 100%.
Many of our favorites have come like second, third or fourth.
That's true.
And they have like careers that we are wishing that we could have in our respective fields.
Yeah.
So one thing we keep calling you, and again, somebody's going to say what I say and then take it, the People's Champ.
The people calling out my name. Remember that, Benjai? What? You know what? You see competitions like this and having a team like with Shaker and the other guys in the camp, right? We're gonna use that to say, right, with hard work, this is what you could potentially achieve. So I know Shaker don't slack. He gonna just write.
Is it because he's Montreal, so he's
very
ignorant? Because the volcano.
He's very ignorant. Very ignorant. But
at
the same time,
the ash got in there.
But at the same time, it's good because he's not a yes man. He's gonna push you
but all
until
you
he
do.
really does.
One thing you guys say about him is that he pushes you.
Yeah, he does. He pushes, and because he knows you've got the potential.
I wish I had so much more time with you guys. We are literally coming up to the end of the show. I want to say thank you to my co-host Skillit. I want to say thank you to Ms Desire, Pahjo, Simba, Mr. Shaker.
You're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio. iLive Radio.
This is Emerson and you're locked into iLive Radio. Keep it locked. Locked.